During your working years, you pack away money into your 401k or IRA or other investment vehicles. And your hope is that they'll grow, that the good years will outperform the bad years, and at the end of the day, you'll have a nice big pot of money. Then the problem is, what do we do with that pot of money? Now that we're retired and no longer contributing, likely, to our retirement plan, how are we going to distribute? Hey folks, this is Colin Richards. I'm president and founder of Lord & Richards, and once again, I'm excited to be with you on this episode of the Lord & Richards Show. And in this particular show, we're going to be emphasizing a tried and true principle of achieving financial independence. Here at Lord & Richards, we're meeting with clients just like you every single day. Folks that are concerned, frankly, about things going on in the world that are outside of their control. And what I found is that we can come alongside of you and help you design a plan to become financially independent, a plan that covers all the bases. You'll have a written income plan from Lord & Richards. You'll have a written tax reduction plan, a written risk management plan, a written healthcare plan, and of course, an estate plan. These are all features of what we call a financial independence roadmap, a document that guides you and us as a team towards that ever-continuing goal of maintaining financial independence, especially in your retirement years. Because, my clients want to do amazing things with the people that they love and go to places that they love, and they don't want to have to work to pay for it. Does that sound like a good definition of financial independence? And frankly, we want you to be financially independent so you can do amazing things for God with the bountiful resources He's placed at your disposal. We have so much opportunity before us. There are so many people that need our help. And of course, what we're going to do today in this show is just drill into one of many, many pieces that go into an overall plan for financial independence. But this is a piece I usually share very early. As a matter of fact, those who meet with me have the opportunity to preview a short video where I discuss these same concepts on our YouTube channel. I'd encourage you to go to our YouTube channel and take a look at the videos there that really are a complete and comprehensive guide to becoming financially independent. We're touching on everything that's of concern to you and anybody that's looking ahead to or back to their date of retirement. So what is our emphasis today? Well, we're going to focus in on a little concept I call 3 kinds of money. It is a concept that is unique in the way I present it, although it is not unique in that I'm the only one, and the Lord & Richards advisory team are not the only ones that emphasize this concept. But we are going to be some of the few that you hear describing what I'm going to share with you today. And it begins, first of all, with this simple understanding. If you follow the traditional roadmaps that everybody else is laying out for your retirement, they're really going to encourage you to continue to do the same things that you have been doing prior to retiring from work. In other words, during your working years, you pack away money into your 401k or IRA or other investment vehicles. And your hope is that they'll grow, that the good years will outperform the bad years, and at the end of the day, you'll have a nice big pot of money. Then the problem is, what do we do with that pot of money? Now that we're retired and no longer contributing, likely, to our retirement plan, how are we going to distribute? We're crossing a great point in life we call switching from accumulation to distribution, switching from saving and packing away to now living on what you have so diligently saved and prepared for. And it's scary. I admit that it's scary. We help hundreds and hundreds of clients all over the country at Lord & Richards, and every one of them has this common concern: I never want to run out of money before I run out of life. So years ago, somebody took the traditional investments, stocks and bonds, and said, well, look, if you'll just do this traditional stuff, have maybe 60% of your portfolio in stocks, maybe 40% in bonds, and then you just take out about 4% a year. It was called the rule of 4%. Give yourself a little raise each year. You should be fine. You will likely not run out of money. And the individual that did that was named William Bengen, and he ran some tests backwards to take a look, and it looked pretty good. So he began recommending it and dispensing that idea all over the place. Well, the problem is we began to really have to deal with severe market downturns. And in a severe market, suddenly those old rules can go out the window. For example, in the year 2000, during the dot-com bubble, when so many people were invested in tech stocks, if their portfolio was 60% stocks and a lot of that was tech, they experienced nearly a half of their portfolio disappearing overnight. We jokingly say this, it's not a joke. People's 401ks became 201ks. Well, we don't want that to happen, but here's what happens. Let's say it's 2000 or maybe 2008, when real estate, when banks, when everything seemed to be crashing. And once again, just a few short years after the market started to go back up, we're crashing again and people are losing more than half their money. What are you going to do about that? Well, I'm taking my 4%. I'm following William Bengen's rule of 4%. Well, let me tell you, it is a theory of 4%. Because in 2008, think about it this way. If you had a portfolio of $1 million, to use round numbers, and you were taking 40,000 out of that, and then at the end of this crash on March 9th of 2009, you were left with half or less than half of your portfolio remaining because you had it all in stock. Or if you had a combination of stocks and bonds, you experienced losses on both sides and you were perhaps 30 to 40% down. Well, all of a sudden your 40,000 is coming out of maybe $500,000 or $600,000. Is that going to last? Is that sustainable? Absolutely not. People are living longer in retirement, not shorter lives. Our life expectancies, thank the Lord, are growing. And I know if you're like me, you want to be strong and healthy throughout that life expectancy. And so you need the funds to take care of yourself for health issues or just to stay active and enjoy your life. So folks, take the rule of 4% and I want you to just throw it out, okay? Because new studies have been done by really, really important, smart, intelligent economists, teachers, and instructors at critical institutions like the American College. They're teaching us, men like Wade Pfau are teaching us, others are teaching us that really living on the 4% rule on a 60% stock, 40% bond portfolio is not sustainable. As a matter of fact, they will tell us if you're going to keep doing the traditional way, then you're going to experience real potential for not making it to the end of your life without running out of money. So if you want to reduce that percentage to maybe 3 or 2.75% withdrawal, think of what I'm saying. Out of $1 million, that's $30,000, $27,000. That's a real slash to your lifestyle. They say, well, if you do that, then you may have better than a 75% chance of making it. Folks, I don't know about you, but that is not enough. I want assurance. I want as much assurance as possible, peace of mind when I retire, and I know you do too. And so in my next segments, I'm going to talk about how to use this concept we call 3 kinds of money, throw out the 4% rule, and do something vastly superior that's going to assure you that you never run out of money before you run out of life. I can't wait to talk to you about this. As a matter of fact, I'd really encourage you to visit with me and my team. Experience the process, the amazing process we call the Financial Independence Review for yourself. It simply starts with a phone call.